If I'm on the beat, I'm with shot.
Today, we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as Baby Jamo robs, YBN Nahmir, Federal Police take over DC, and we will also get into triple shooting leaves. One dead. The first topic we will get into is triple shooting leaves one dead. Recently, a triple shooting would take place, and this shooting would leave a man dead and a woman injured. The man killed would be identified as Corderal Allen Horn, age 38, and his family would say that they aren't from the area and they don't really know anybody. Articles would say triple shooting with one fatality in Southeast at approximately 11:22 p.m. Tuesday, 7th District officers were called for the report of a shooting. Officers located 3 victims. An adult male and adult female were located conscious and breathing, suffering gunshot wounds. DC Fire and EMS responded and transported those victims to an area hospital for treatment. An additional adult male was located unconscious and not breathing, and after all life-saving measures failed, the victim was pronounced dead on scene. There is no usable lookout. Homicide detectives are investigating. Victim identified in fatal DC shooting. Family suspects mistaken identity. DC police are investigating a shooting in Northwest that left a 38-year-old man dead Monday night, with the victim's family convinced it was a case of mistaken identity. The victim, identified as Corderal Allen Horn, was shot around 10 p.m. in the 1300 block of Otis Place. Witnesses said 3 men arrived in a dark-colored sedan, entered the alley behind the home, and opened fire. At least 47 rounds were identified by police. Horn was struck multiple times and died on the back porch. Fox 5's Shamari Stone spoke exclusively with grieving relatives inside the home, where bullet holes pierced walls and a stove. A car in the driveway was also damaged. Horn's family said he was a father, grandfather, and a kind-hearted man from North Carolina. His sister believes he was targeted by mistake. "We're not from here. He's not from here. I can almost guarantee whoever did this doesn't even know who he is," his sister said. Police are asking anyone with information to contact DC police or submit tips anonymously.
5 exclusive of a man dead after a shooting in Northwest DC.
Yeah, the family of the victim speaking only with our Shamari Stone tonight.
Tonight, I'm in a home where 38-year-old Corderal Horn's family is grieving his wife, his 4 kids. He also has grandchildren, many of them mourning over what they describe as a tragic loss. I am in a kitchen, and they're telling me that at least 47 shots were fired with a gun that was like this, where you hold it, and those shots were fired, at least 2 piercing into this house. You look right down here, and there are 2 bullet holes on their stove. Tonight, they want your help. They want to find out who shot and killed Corderal Horn and why.
That shooting happening last night around 10 o'clock on the 1300 block of Otis Place Northwest. A witness who does not want to be identified says that 3 men drove up in a dark-colored sedan in the back alley, got out, and fired at least 47 shots, hitting Corderal at least twice. His relatives told me he died on the back porch suffering from gunshot wounds. Police say they noticed the damage to the stove that I showed you and damage to a car that was parked out here in the back driveway. Corderal Horn's sister telling me that he was a nice guy from North Carolina, and she believes that this shooting was a case of mistaken identity.
I'm so sorry that this happened to your brother, and I know you were hiding your identity out of concern of retaliation. What is going through your mind tonight?
Really just like confusion. We're not from here. He's not from here. I can almost guarantee whoever did this doesn't even know who he is.
As you can see, this family is grieving and they want your help. If you have any information about who killed 38-year-old Corderal Horn, call DC police. You can also call the department anonymously.
The next topic we will get into is Federal Police Takeover, DC. Recently, Donald Trump would federalize DC, bringing federal police officers into DC to help control and mediate crime. And after this federalization of DC, multiple videos would surface of federal police all around different areas in DC doing jump outs, locking niggas up, and they would also tell some of the men how to legally bang out a zip. 2 rising rappers would be detained and frisked by federal police officers, and these 2 rappers would be Skino and 3 Osama. Skino would be detained during a traffic stop, and 3 Osama would be detained around the Worth after feds would see him chilling with some of his men and they would instantly bag him. 3. Osama would begin whining to police about discrimination and how he is being profiled and harassed. Do you think all that bluffing 3 Osama did on his new album finally caught up to him? The streets would react to feds taking over D.C.
Agents arriving in the district. It's all part of President Trump's push to clean up D.C. in the wake of an attack on a former DOJ staffer. This, as we still have not heard from Mayor Bowser. We have team coverage for you tonight. Bob Barner spoke with city leaders reacting for the first time to President Trump's latest action. But we'll start with our Nana St. Tubonsu kicking us our coverage off from the Wilson building. Nana?
Hey, Sharon, yes, we're here outside the Wilson building. We spent some of our day trying to track down council members and Mayor Muriel Bowser. Now, her office says she is aware that the White House is increasing federal law enforcement, but right now there is no further comment. Now, at midnight is officially started their plan to help combat crime in the districts, adding over a dozen federal law enforcement agencies like Park Police, the FBI, and DEA to the streets, focusing on specific areas like Union Station. We drove by and saw 2 marked Amtrak police cars parked right in front. We also stopped by the White House, the Capitol, and the National Mall and didn't see much of an increased presence, or at least anything more than what we've seen specifically in this area of the city on a Friday afternoon. This move by the president comes just days after a former DOJ staffer was attacked by teenagers in Northwest, following what police are calling an attempted carjacking. We are told this operation is for 7 days, but could be longer. Michael Fontroy, professor of policy and government at George Mason University, says there are still a lot of unknowns, but the community should pay attention.
There has always been a law enforcement gumbo in the District of Columbia, if you will, with all of the various federal law enforcement agencies as well as the district government sort of working together to police the city. This just appears to be the next more public step in that regard. It's important for everybody to know, though, that crime in the district has been on the decline for years. And so this is really an overreaction at some level.
Now, we did reach out to Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton from D.C., and in a statement to Fox 5, she says sending these federal agencies, quote, to the district in response to an assault where the existing police presence was sufficient to catch 2 assailants as they were leaving the scene is disproportionate overreaction that's offense to D.C. She goes on to say this needless escalation will heighten tensions and potentially make D.C., which achieved its lowest violent crime rate in 30 years, in 2024, less safe. And D.C. police also adding to that, saying crime is significantly down in 2025, about 26% drop in violent crime as well.
Oh my God, what the f? Oh, they really hopping out. Oh, that shit real. They really coming to your trenches and jumping out and bagging your ass, bro. They ain't all type of shit, boy. What the f? Damn, Slim. It's 5 police cars, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police, man. 1 nigga in a car, y'all. Hey, Mo. All about to go to jail.
Back off! Everyone back off! Back off!
They coming fuck, they fucking the streets up here, man. They doing you, baby.
You didn't know smoking in public?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the reciprocal.
Because in Maryland, it's recreational use, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so DC, it's recreational use as well, right? But you can legally possess up to 2 ounces. You can gift an ounce to your boy, right? So if you had 2 ounces and he said he needed a zip, you can give him a zip, but you can't smoke outside. How y'all doing today? I'll stay in that trouble. You got your ID on you, chick?
Well, no, I live right here.
Okay, cool.
It's a cigarette. Did y'all get a call or something about right here?
No, so we're doing checks, keeping everybody safe down here, right? Have you heard of the federal surge that Donald Trump's putting out?
No.
Right. You don't follow like
No.
Code 3, anything like that people are putting up? All right, so yeah, Trump's got all federal agencies kind of coming.
Why y'all grabbing him? Why y'all grabbing him? Don't touch that. Don't touch him. He minus. Don't touch me. I'm a minor.
He didn't even say, come on, bro. That's picking and choosing, bro. What the fuck? God didn't say nothing to me. You know what?
So you can't touch me.
What the fuck?
Can't touch me.
Everybody else gotta go.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Go ahead.
Let's roll.
And for the last topic, we will discuss baby Jamo robs. YBN Nahmir. Recently, news would break that baby Jamo robbed washed-up rapper YBN Nahmir. After YBN Nahmir would go to Instagram and show love to Cruddy Murda. Then Nahmir would comment on Marvy music video saying fire. And this comment would be the last straw for 37th rapper Baby Jamo. And Baby Jamo would break the news that he just recently bagged Nahmir. And that's why he is supporting his ops all of a sudden. People would believe that Baby Jamo needs to calm down before he ends up back in jail. And others would think that maybe this is why the DMV is blackballed, because our rappers rob or carry mainstream artists. Do you think Jamo should have got a Nahmir feature, or was bagging him the better decision? The streets would react.
I'm on the beat, I'm fucking with shot. If I'm on the beat, I'm fucking with shot.
That's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.